What's up, guys? It's GramOfMayo, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to be in the actual ARC window itself. We're going to be on a website, and I'm going to show you guys how to figure out how long it's going to take to tame a dinosaur. So let's just get right into it. All right, so there's two websites you can use for this. One is called crumplecorn and one is called dododex. I prefer crumplecorn just because it usually shows everything that I need right here in this window, and there's also timers you could set. They're not spot on, they're a little bit off with the timers, but the timers usually run a little bit faster than the in-game because the in-game has saves and stuff. So yeah, the timers are a little bit messed up. As far as that goes, right down here where it says knockout details, it tells you you can switch from crossbow, slingshot bow, all that stuff, long neck. It pretty much has it all. Electric prod, all that good stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to dododex and I'm gonna show you that now. First off, we're gonna start with dododex. So we're just gonna say, for example, we want to tame a Rex. So we'll type in Rex right here in your ARC taming calculator for it, and what it'll do is it'll pull this up. Now when you type it in, this is the level right here. This is 150, and then these are your multipliers. So if you're on officials, it would be 2 times, so we'll put 2 there. And consumption always stays at 1 for officials, unless the if you're on unofficials, you would have to ask what the consumption multiplier is. Most of the time it's just 1. Okay, so here's what we have right here. We have all the stuff that you can use to tame the Rex. This is all the food. This top one right here is the preferred food method right here, this scorpion kibble, and it shows you need 17 and the time to tame it would be 54 minutes. So this right here, I don't understand why it doesn't. This is why I don't like to use dododex a whole lot, but as far as that is, I like the layout of the website because it's a little bit nicer than crumplecorn. It shows you how many arrows you're going to need with a compound bow or a bow or a crossbow, and then it has tranquilizer darts and all that good stuff. And then when you go down here, it has stat calculator, so it shows you all your stats and it shows you how many is going to be increased by that. I normally don't mess with this. I'll show you another website at the end of the video too to figure all this stuff out that's a little bit better. Here is the ingredients for, so if you need to make the kibble for the scorpion, this is all the stuff that you need right here for it. And it tells you how long it takes and all that for it. So that's what I use this website for. And there's also saddles right here. And then there's people that have tips and strategies down here. So we're going to exit out of this and we're going to go over to crumplecorn. This is why I really like crumplecorn, because it's a lot better. So we'll just stick it to 150 on here. So if you click kibble, and this is what I noticed about crumplecorn that's different than dododex. Crumplecorn is pretty much spot on. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong on dododex. I might have been doing something wrong, but it's an hour and 45 minutes and it says 33 scorpion kibble. So this would be the, before we get going into a little bit further down the line, I'm gonna show you guys right here where it says food. If you're taming this with prime meat, you want to get your mouse cursor and click on prime meat, like the actual prime meat thing right here. You want to click on that, or you can go down here and click kibble. And once you click whatever you're going to tame it with, all the stats, like if you watch down here, whenever I click on it, they will all be adjusted to that. So watch prime meat, and then it switches. So if I go back to kibble, and then it'll tell you effectiveness, what it should be. It's right here, and then a torpor buffer right here, and narcotics buffer 51 minutes. And it tells you how many narcotics you need also. So, and if you're not going to pay attention to any of this stuff down here, this is your main part that you want to pay attention to right here, the starve timing. So this is right here, it says target food, it says 2639. So say your Rex has 9,000 maximum food that it starts off with. You want to subtract 9,000 and 2639 together, and that right there is once you subtract that. So what I do is I pull up a calculator. I mean, you can use it on your phone, anywhere that you really want to use it. So I'll show you, I'll bring it over here. So for example, if we knock down the Rex and we're looking in the inventory of the Rex and it says food, and then it'll say the food that it's dropping at, and then to the right of that it'll have the maximum food that the Rex already has. That maximum food is what you want to take. So say it's 9,000, like I said, and then subtract it from this number right here, 2639.34, and it'd be 6,360.66. So what you would do is you would starve it that entire time, only give it narco, and when it hits 6360 on the Rex, whenever the food's dropping, that's when you want to drop the kibble inside the Rex, and it'll automatically tame up once it hits this number right here. I don't recommend putting the kibble in before that because a lot of people can just kill you and take the kibble. I normally like to keep the kibble at base or on my body or something and stay around the tame itself. Usually I like to place a bag and spawn near it, but other than that, you can set the timers right here. There's an alarm right down here. I normally don't use these. I just stick with my Dino, but you can set those if you like. You have your crossbows or whatever you want to choose to see how many it takes to knock it out. So if you have an ascendant crossbow, say, with 160 weapon damage, you would come down here and put 160 damage in it, and it tells you need 62 to knock it out. Same thing if you go up here where it says crossbow right here, you click on that, and then it has all these options right here you can select from to say long neck, and you just do the same thing here. You just figure out what the damage is, put it in here, and then it'll tell you, say it's 100, and then you would need 70 of them, and that's pretty much it. And the last tip that I have is for figuring out your stats on your Dino whenever you are looking for dinos to breed with, and I always use dododex for this. It's right here, and what I'll do is I will say we're taming a Rex 150. Whenever you knock your 150 Rex out, you're gonna put this in here, up here. The health that it already has, you want to put it in here. So say the Rex has 9800 health, and while you're typing it in, it'll say above average. It'll tell you how many points right here are going into health. This is what you want to pay attention to. So say the Rex has 750 stamina, 500 oxygen, and I don't know, 9,000 food, and then the rest are just below average. So you can see right here, health and food are above average, but it'll tell you right at the right side right here, it'll tell you that most of the points are going into food. 65 of those points are going into food, and then the other 35 are going into health. So that's how that works there. And then down here it says wasted points, which wasted is like your other options like oxygen, food, and speed. I think it might be just oxygen and speed. I'm not sure. It might be just speed alone. That's how I use that, and that's how you do all that stuff. So hopefully this helped you guys out. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about taming dinosaurs and trying to figure out how to figure out dinosaur stats a little bit better. So hopefully that helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, send me a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video.